Welcome everybody. This is Broker of the Burbank Misfits. Of course, you listen to the Misfit Effect, and of course, I'm joined with my awesome co-host, the star of the day, Miss Sarah Lace.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me again. I love doing the podcast. We're really just chit-chatting and just talking about life. But today we have a very special someone, the beautiful and amazing Autumn Rain.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much. That's really sweet. You got me
Right.
blushing over here when pretty ladies call me sweet things. I'm like, stop.
So, Autumn, I don't know if we've had you on the podcast before because
This is our first.
I'm pretty recent as co-host,
Yeah.
but yeah, you said you used to first. So go ahead and tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Oh, that's that's a long story. What do you want to know?
Anything you want to tell
Um,
us? This is all about like the thing is, you think of it like this: if somebody was gonna walk up to you one day and say, "Damn, tell me about yourself," oh my
Oh,
God,
putting me on this. I
and they
get
say,
nervous. I
"Oh."
get nervous if someone came up to me like that. Like, hey girls.
Like,
oh,
Well,
give us the wave tops.
you're looking good today.
Well, thank you so much.
You
Thank you
are.
so much. Well, my name is Autumn. In real life, also, I use my civilian name also as Autumn. I am 25 and I am 6'1". I am a tall bitch.
A tall
Wait,
beauty.
how is cussing on the
You,
podcast?
can- I'm gonna tell you this. This is hilarious. I tell everybody you can say whatever cuss word you want to say,
Yeah.
but I don't curse.
All right. All right.
And
All right.
like
That's valid.
it was
That's
funny
valid.
because last year I broke my non cursing thing because I was not paying attention, and someone got me on a tangent about titties and
About titties, you said?
about titties.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love titties.
Not
I mean,
titty
I do
fuck.
too, you know.
I love titties, and I said TDF. And when I said it, I just froze because I had not said a cuss word in like 4 years.
It's been 84 years.
Yes, it was forever. And I was just telling someone that I really enjoy titty effing. And
Yeah.
like I had said the word, and I was like,
You're like, oh no, oops.
I know. And then we could not stop giving him shit about it after because I was staying at his place that day. So
Yeah.
I heard about it literally as soon as he got off the podcast. I was like, oh, you broke it.
Yeah,
I walked out in shame, like
that's funny. But
But I do cuss.
yeah.
And you
So
oh,
definitely
you can
can too.
cut, you can do whatever you want besides, killing somebody.
you,
Yeah,
well,
like
Okay.
you
you're
can't do
saying
like
that to the pacifist, okay.
yeah, it's
But
like
Went
don't.
anyways,
straight on a tangent. It was like all the
anyways,
way as crazy
um,
as it can get.
so apart from the obvious of doing porn, I
You
am.
do porn too?
Whoa, you do porn? Wow.
Oh my!
I am a cosplayer, hence the Harley Quinn dress. That is Nami's staff from One Piece. This is where I do all my cutting and gluing and sewing and stuff. I have my wigs in there.
Okay.
I do the occasional freelance mainstream modeling gig. I've only done small gigs. I haven't done anything major like Victoria's Secrets or any like big retail or anything like that yet. Yet. Maybe one day. But it's just been like freelance, like small shows and stuff.
Yeah.
There's the cosplay. I'm a big D&D nerd. I am a huge nerd, okay? I play D&D, I cosplay, I watch anime, I play games. I mean, this is my streamer mic. I used to stream.
Okay,
This is
now
my HyperX Quadcast 5.
you've opened up so many
Love
questions.
that.
No,
Yeah.
because me and my friends nearly sit over here at night, and they all come over here. We just sit back in my little small house and watch anime.
Yeah.
We just sit back and watch
Bro,
anime, like for no reason. It's like,
Do you
yeah,
recognize this butterfly right here?
no, I don't.
This is
that makes me
Jolene.
think of Pan's Labyrinth.
It's Jolene Cujo's butterfly tattoo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The
I've never
manga
Oh
version.
my God.
okay.
Yep.
I've never seen JoJo's.
Ah,
I
you got to
haven't
do it.
No, here's the deal because like and people joke about me because like I'm an old man and
Not that old.
I watch harem. I'm 41.
That's not that old.
I watch harems and slice of life.
Hmm.
And so a lot of the and like I'm really big into isekais.
Okay.
So a lot of my animes are geared toward like, oh, you feel good about yourself at the end of this anime, or you have the anime of like, oh, this guy was is doomed to date 100 girls, and if he doesn't say I'll date you, they'll die.
What in the girls' Bravo is going on?
Hmm.
Yeah,
I saw that one with him though. That
You
was
saw
there-
pretty
that one?
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one.
so
I think it's like the 100 girlfriends or something.
the 100 girlfriends who really love you.
That's funny. I haven't seen it.
Exactly. It's
So
pretty funny.
yes, wait, what type of do you actually like? Do you is your main genre?
The main genre? Oh, that's hard. I'm all over the place. I've watched most. I am a little stereotypical. I have watched most of the shonens, but I do watch a lot of slice of life stuff. I've watched Clanad. If you want to cry like a lot, go watch Clanad.
Okay, I will
It'll
say
break
this.
your heart.
I
It's
will
a
say
slice
this.
of life, 95% realistic anime.
I will say this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Planet, if you can get through
Angel
Planet
Beats.
next
What after
because
story?
it's two parts.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
believe
Clan It and Clan It After Story. I just put
I
them together.
I think the first part of it is very long,
Hmm.
and I believe this it's not it's interesting, but it takes a lot to get through it sometimes.
Yeah, it's still my favorite
But
anime though.
that Planet next though,
Yeah.
you'll need a hug after that
You
one.
need a hug. Yeah, it's still my
Jesus.
favorite anime. I watched it like 5 times and I cry every time.
I've watched it twice. And the only thing I could have did without was the what if. The
What?
last episode. That very
Yeah.
last that what I could have did without that what if.
Mm.
But
The
yeah,
wait, is there gonna be a part three? Nope. Nope.
like I
Yeah.
like yeah, like knowing how you emotionally you get Sarah, if you got through Planet, you got to Planet next. Miss Autumn Rain is saying here, you you just need to snuggle with somebody at the end of it. It's like
Yeah, and you know I cry easily too, so I feel like I'd be tearing up real quick with that one.
Yeah.
but I didn't mean to interrupt, but go ahead. I've had some I can't cry, but I got really like and I was watching it
I've,
alone.
I
You got a
haven't
little
watched
emotional with that one?
Yeah.
I haven't watched any super recent ones because I've been stuck on the One Piece binge. I'm in the 900s now.
Oh my God.
I'm just a couple hundred away from being caught up. I'm in
Oh
the
goodness.
900s.
I continue
It has been a freaking adventure, I swear.
I know my previous co-host is catching up and I think they're in the 800s.
Mm,
And another one of my friends are catching up and they're in the 600s right now.
okay.
But
Not sure where I'm at.
I heard that they're redoing it now.
I know I heard that and I was just like, oh, you cut me deep. You
But
cut
what like
me,
Yeah.
you hurt
but
me.
what I hear though is like because like for me like I don't want to watch it because I'm not going to watch 900 something episodes to catch up back to back and it's not going to happen. Like
Yeah.
if someone brought me Dragon Ball Z today and I had never seen Dragon Ball Z, GT, Super and all that stuff, I would not watch it because that's so many dang old episodes. That's I mean that
I
was
I read Dragon Ball Z. I read the manga.
All of
I
it?
Mhm. Well,
That's
not
insane.
GT or Super, but like just Z. Like I read
Yeah.
like
Just the
all like
original Dragon
20,
Ball Z.
26, 27 books, something like that. I can't remember.
Okay, I mean that's not too bad, but that's still
Horrible.
a lot of comics.
Yeah. They're like this
Um,
thick, you know.
so
Manga.
with One Piece, I think where I left off was like I think it was like a Pirate King or something like that. Like they were doing like competing against each other. Um, right after they went to the like water world that's like up in the clouds.
Skypea?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, that you're that's definitely before episode 600. 600 is probably around that's probably around the 2 year skip. That's probably around Fishman Island.
So
Yeah,
they just make you
I
way
think
behind.
yeah, I'm pretty
'Cause
behind.
I think they say if you watch it back to back to back, it's like if you watch it nonstop, it takes
Hmm.
like like 4 weeks or whatever or something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's yeah.
That's insane.
But that's one reason I can't like over I can't get into that or what's that other popular one in the big three? Because it's One Piece, is Naruto, and another one in the big
Bleach.
three. Bleach,
Bleach.
yeah. Like
Oh,
I couldn't get past episode one of Bleach. It wasn't interesting to me. And Naruto is I don't know. There's too many episodes.
I've seen them all, but I
Interesting.
can't really like tell you about it because it's been a while. Definitely.
Well,
I haven't seen that in a
my
few
friends are
years.
let's say my friends are voice on Bleach. I'm sorry, on Naruto. And like
Yeah.
I told them, like, you know, that if it wasn't so many episodes, I'd watch it and say, "Hey, I know that voice." But no, it's too many episodes.
All right, I got a question for you guys. Do you
Yeah.
watch dub or sub?
Okay, I will
Oh,
say this. This is
Yeah.
it really depends because like a lot of the times I'm working. So
Mhm.
if I'm working, I would prefer a dub if I'm working because it keeps me alert. I can watch it on this screen and I can work. But for some animes, I refuse to watch it dubbed. Like especially if I was introduced to it subbed,
mm.
like it I listened to the dub version. I'm like, this is like Food Wars. I cannot watch that dubbed. I refuse. I would just walk out the room. But for like it really depends.
I'm very much a sub girl. It's got to be in Japanese.
Okay, so you definitely like the OG
I
version
like
of
the OG. When I hear the English
it.
voice actors and actresses, I'm just like,
No, but
Right?
that's
Like
why
it
it
takes
depends
out some
because
of the emotion, you know? I feel like they don't portray the emotion as well as the Japanese actors do.
mm,
I mean, because
Like,
I've heard
mhm.
some subs and I've heard the dubs, and like I listened to both of them, like depending on who's watching it, and I'm like, okay, I listened to some subs, I'm like, oh, they're not, they change what their emotion to it, like for what's the anime called Haganai. I Have No
yeah.
Friends. In my opinion, the dub is better than the sub for Haganai.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever seen that anime or not.
Mm.
I don't think I have.
So basically, Haganai is like I have no friends, and basically they're just a group of people that come together and they think about ways to make friends because
Oh,
they don't want to be friends with
oh,
they don't want to be friends with
oh.
each other, but they're going on friend events to learn how to make friends with other people because they don't know how to be make friends with others, even though technically they are friends.
Yeah,
They don't.
they're like friends because they're doing that. Maybe the
That's so
friends were the
cute.
friends we made along the way.
Right?
But
Exactly.
so it's a really cute anime with one of the one of the characters is really sexually explicit. You know, she
That's
watches.
just anime. What you mean?
Well, no,
I
no
know
this
that's what I was
she's the
thinking.
scientist who plays all these sexual video games and uses it and uses it as references, whatever.
Hold on, hold on.
Let's
Did you
see.
say scientist?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. You were ready with
I was
those.
ready. I was ready.
Fuck yes.
So and like I joke because like if you look at I have on my anime list because I've seen too many animes and I forget what I watch. And like I have two favorite anime characters, and both of their name is Rika's.
Is what?
Rika. All right,
Oh,
Rika. So that scientist name is Rika in that anime. And
Ooh,
there's
okay.
another anime where it's about a girl with seventh grade syndrome. Uh Jesus, I couldn't think of it right now. And her name is Rika too.
oh well.
So I'm sorry, but yeah, so I watched like stuff like that. Well, that's why I watch all over. So what is like outside of One Piece, what are you, is it the only thing you're watching or you
Yeah, just because I'm focusing on it right now, so I don't like take another several months to get caught up, you know.
like
I
is
totally
it
get that.
I think you're what, like 50 episodes away from catching up all the way?
Yeah, they're over 1,000 right now. So I
Same.
still got I
Yeah.
still got a little bit.
Okay. And what games? You say you're playing DBD. What other games did you play also? I'm interested.
At the moment, I'm kind of focusing on this game called RuneScape. It's been around like for
I
like
know
20
RuneScape is.
years. You know what RuneScape is? Hey, you know RuneScape. Hell yeah, man.
Like
It's
I
awesome.
know, I know RuneScape, and I see my friends play DBD. It's just like
D&D.
yeah, D&D. It's like I seen people play it. I said D like Dead by Day. Like, oh my God, I'm sorry. D&D. Um, I see people play it. I just never participated myself
Yeah.
because I'm a big League of Legends player.
Oh no, not League. League is so toxic.
He streams
Extremely.
it on Thursdays.
I stream it on Twitch.
Are
Like,
you a popular League streamer?
no, I
Oh,
am I am probably like only thing I have in League is I have all the skins,
yeah.
which means I wasted a lot of money in League of Legends.
Oh boy.
I
That
mean,
means you
why
probably
not?
watched a lot of League of Legends hentai.
I've never seen any League of Legends hentai. Take that
What?
back. I've seen
What?
one. I've seen
Ain't
one.
no way.
I've seen one. I've seen one.
That's what makes this even funnier. Like,
I've seen one. I've
That's
seen one.
crazy.
It was a solo scene, and somebody was cosplaying as Jana.
You're just like, I am just an innocent man. I don't know what you are talking about. I would
No,
never watch one hentai.
no. Like I used like the thing is,
a
I
solo scene as in like an adult scene.
yeah, I didn't know sing by herself.
Goodness gracious. So you haven't watched any League of Legends then at
No,
all?
no, I mean, not the hentai. It was just it was a young person
I like hentai
dressed
a lot. I
as
have a lot of hentai of me. Some's fan art and some of it's commission. You know, every once in a while I'll
oh
have
that's
one of my artist fans just be like, "Hey, I made this for you." I'm like, "Thank you so much.
love,
It's so beautiful."
I love hentai. Like cartoon porn, hentai, like anime is like certain ones. I feel like I go more for like reverse harem for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Love to
I
see
mean,
some.
the thing is like I can name probably all the hentai that I've actually watched because it's like it's one where they switch bodies.
Ooh.
I love the switching bodies anime, and
Okay.
it is one. I think it's I really name it, but it's like they switch body and like you never know what body you're in. So like you could be, it could be you can go from this body being the one being penetrated to switching to the other body and being the one penetrating somebody else.
That sounds crazy.
And it's
That's
like
like every gender fluid's dream.
Right? That's what I was thinking.
It's like
so
I'm just binary trans girl, you know, just woman, girl, she, her, you know, but to people who like vibe with that, that'd be like a dream for them. You know,
it
Mm-hmm.
was
I would
I think it was 7 people. So it was one Lucy that was there. But it's people who like, get into a different body and be like, oh, I got this now. So
Mm-hmm. I've seen
it's
a
a
few hentais like that.
and then it's rape then I seen Rape Man.
seen what?
Yep, you heard me right. R
Oh,
word man. R
oh,
word man.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you heard me
Right?
correctly.
I had to pause for a second too.
Ba-
Like,
Yeah, I had to process that.
Basically, like, and I think the is a parody version of it that's made it a little funny. But the
Hmm.
whole thing is like this man, he's a crime fighter, and if he catches you doing criminal activity, he doesn't stop.
Oh,
He doesn't.
oh,
He
oh!
doesn't.
I know what you're trying to say. Okay,
If he
I
doesn't.
don't. You could spare me the details.
He doesn't stop you from doing like from like this is like it's a scene where
No,
he's
I'm
robbing.
good.
He's robbing like he's stealing jewelry from a store,
Yeah,
and instead of
I'm good. We should switch
yeah.
to another subject.
So yeah. So I've seen that one too. But
that
it was
sounds like my shoplifter scene.
so I seen those. But but I think I seen one more hentai too. I don't watch a lot, but I know like your fans, if they love your hentai stuff that you create, that sounds fun.
That really
To
does.
illustrate yourself in a hentai.
Do you
That
guys know what Nothosaur is?
not the store, no.
Nothosaur. Well, do you know what Bad Dragon is?
Yes.
So imagine Nothosaur just being like another version of Bad Dragon, just with less controversy. Um,
Okay.
so Nothosaur is another like sex toy business that sells like, you know, animal dildos or like tentacle dildos. That's why I know Nothosaurs, because I found them through their tentacle dildos. Well, I want to make a hentai scene where I'm getting fucked by tentacles, right? And then
Yeah.
there's this long one that's like, woo, but it's like thin. So instead of being like thick and blah, it's like it's really thin.
Yeah.
Like it gets the job done because of how long it is, not because of its, you know, width. So I want to get like a couple of those and then have like someone like off camera pulling it like from the side to where you can't see their hands and it's like all over me and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll be
That
fun.
sounds like the one that was at my house.
Oh yeah. That sounds like hentai.
It does sound like hentai. It's like hentai, but like with trans girls because they don't shoot trans girls, which sucks because I love hentai.
Imagine making your own like company where you do that, like
I'll just
all
send the
kinds
video
of
to
like
them.
tentacle.
I'll just send the video to them and be like, hey guys, hit me up. I'll be your first. I'll be your first. I was all erotics first. I'll be your first.
That would be hot. Definitely. I would watch that.
Just
like-
go up to them, finger pointing. Oh, hello, sir. Can you please shoot me? That would be very nice.
I'm just because I know someone like because I have a box of stuff that's at my house, and the one you're describing, it was like a 13-inch or 14-inch. No,
I think it was 16.
it was 16. It was 16 inches, and it was like
Wow.
and it was an alien like or more like a octopus type
Yeah.
dildo anal.
Okay.
And
What you
like
got that for? What you doing with that?
I have friends.
I have friends.
You have friends.
Wait,
Is that
wait.
dildo your friend?
No, I like she can tell you. I have a box of just toys.
Yeah.
Cause I buy stuff and I get a lot of stuff for free sometimes. So I just have a box that I say if people come to my house and they eat whatever, like performance and stuff like that, and I'm like, please take one of these. And one of the people who came to my house, they were just now doing anal, and they saw that in there and they took it, and like I seen them.
They stole it?
No, I just have a box. Like, please, like I
That's
always
what
say.
it's for.
Oh, okay.
I literally
You
have
said
a
they like
box.
took it. Like,
Yeah, I have a box and I say, please take one of these things.
oh, okay. Dang,
And like
I want to go to your house. What's going on? Have me over there sometime.
we just sit back, watch anime,
and watch anime while you got a tentacle in you.
yeah. Well, people, like I mean, people have shot at my crib before too, and it's like if they use a brand new toy, whatever that's at the crib, I just say take it. I don't need it no more. It's been juicified. So
It is now sinned. It is sin.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
Exactly.
like, and I was joking with a performer yesterday that I have a new couch in my living room, and I'm like, this one is still clean, like the one that they were sitting
Wow.
on, and I'm like, I just got this like 3 months ago, and already like 9 people have been naked on this couch that is in some type of video.
Wow, crazy.
I mean,
Yeah, me
like
over sometime.
day one of me being there, I got my pussy eaten on that couch.
Oh, that reminds me of a. That reminds me. You guys want to hear a story?
Please, it's
Yes.
all about you. This is about you.
Oh, actually, so before I get to that, do you guys just so a lot of podcasts ask me like several questions. Is this just more of a like let's just chat and have a good time kind of
Yeah,
podcast? That's the
we
vibe
just
I'm
Yes.
getting so
yeah,
far.
we just try to have a good time because
Oh, okay,
at
cool,
the end
cool,
of the day,
cool.
at the end of the day is this. Because the thing is, like, people ask all these sexual questions. It's asking you, like, we're gonna eventually ask you about what you got coming out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is about you because people want to know you more because they
Mhm.
can go on the internet and see your
They can see
sexual
me get
perversions.
plowed,
Yeah,
but
they
like,
can see your sexual perversions, but it's like I have a lot of places where you can know about you.
you want to know the greatest thing about my porn is
What's up?
9 times out of 10, it's seen partners, well, maybe more like 8 times out of 10, it's seen partners I've chosen and I've known, and I actually genuinely enjoy fucking them, and it's not fake. Now, the other
Ooh.
2 out of 10, sometimes they're just like, hey, you're going to shoot with this person. I'm like, oh, okay. And then, the 8 times I'm like, hey, can I shoot with this person? Or, hey, do you know this person? I'm like, oh, yeah, I know that person. I love them, or something like that.
Mhm.
I mean, that's
I
always
totally get that.
I
I
think
love
like,
that.
and I think I've said previously to some people, it's like once you know you're comfortable with somebody and you
Yeah.
have that good chemistry with somebody, it
Hmm.
feels better. Because
But,
there's a lot
oh,
of people
sorry.
that chase like, oh, I'm gonna shit with this person, whatever, and then they do it and like they get there and then the vibe is off, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm just
That's only happened twice where the vibe was really off. I'm pretty easy to shoot with.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Or at least I try to be easy to shoot with, but sometimes it's just
Oh,
like
you have porn? Oh,
we're
you
just
have
not
porn?
Oh yeah,
compatible.
You
she
have porn? You
shoots.
have porn?
Oh yeah, she shoots. Like
I
this.
didn't know that. This girl, you cute as hell. Oh my god, I would totally shoot with you if you shoot with girls. If you shoot with girls, anyways. I don't want to overstep any boundaries.
Okay. But
Ooh, ooh.
the vibe has to be
Let me
right.
just
That's
hold on. Let
that's
me
what I
just
was going with.
I got something for you. Let me just
Sorry, she just Rizz.
You got
I'm
a girl
sorry.
blushing over here.
Sorry.
all right, I'm gonna chill. I gotta chill.
No, go ahead. No, that was
The
that was the perfect Rizz. I'm sorry. That was.
perfect Rizz. This is my Rizz.
Right,
This is my Rizz action. I just go up to a girl in a club and I'm like, hey.
right. Let's try that sometime. See if it works.
I don't know. I
No,
don't know.
but I
I'm
think
so shy
No,
in person.
you're
I'm
better at
actually
that.
super shy until I get to know someone.
you weren't that shy
I'm
when
super
I
shy
met
until
you.
I'm eating them out.
Huh?
I'm super shy until I'm eating them out or going down,
Oh, that reminds me of the story I was going to tell you. Okay, so
Yes.
you reminded me of this. So I went to a swinger private invite only sex party that you had to be tested for. Even if you
Okay.
didn't plan on playing, you had to show the test to a person who like checks it at the door. So even
Mhm.
if you were like, oh no, I don't want to play, no, you can't get in. So it was private, people knew each other there. And I got in as a +1, right? And
Mhm.
I showed them my test and everybody was good and queer friendly. There was a couple other trans girls there. There was a lot of, actual bisexual people there, not people who are like, oh, I'm bi, but you know, there were like genuinely queer people there, right? So I slept with my now oldest person there, oldest person to me, right? There was this fine, finely aged, and I'm telling you, like she aged like fine wine, older Latina grandma. Like she's in her late 50s, right? And
Yeah.
whew, she looks like she's in her early 40s. I'm telling you, she's got good diet, you know, really good skin, all that stuff, nice curves. And I'm just like, she's gorgeous. I'm looking at her and I'm just like, hi.
Like, okay.
So there's this hot tub. So this is outdoors. So here's like the cabanas, and then here's like the like normal backyard with like the fake grass, and because this is in Vegas, so there's like the fake grass and the gravel and stuff. And then here's the big pool. And then right here attached to the pool is the hot tub. Well, the hot tub's one of those things where you've got like this much room to sit on. It's like the ledge, right?
Yeah.
You know, we talk, we flirt, whatever. And then after enough time, I'm like, can I eat you out? And I kid you not. She was super excited. She's like, yeah, totally, right? And when I say about 7 or 8 people were watching us in the hot tub, it was so much fun. It was great. It was great. It was fantastic.
I love that.
It was
The fact, like people who are not watching the video version of this, the face that she just made is made it seem like she was just reminiscing about it.
I could have gotten her number, but like I didn't want to be weird. I didn't, because you know it could have been like an in the moment thing. You know, for me, I just love women, right? I'm technically pansexual, meaning I like everyone, but I'm like 90 something percent women. I'm just like girls, femmes, you know, guys. I'm like, yeah, you know, if you look good and you're cute and we vibe, and women, I'm just like, oh, girls,
Right.
yeah.
That's how I am too. I feel like that's a good way of describing me. Like, sure, I do have like a partner, like my husband,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day,
End
I
of
tell
the day,
people
you
like,
know.
I tell them I'm straight for him, and I'm just gay for everyone else.
Yeah.
Like,
See,
I love him.
I'm a really like because like I've been to a swingers party, whatever. I'm a more voyeuristic
Oh,
person.
okay. Yeah.
Because like I always say like I would participate, but I'm dang near asexual.
Mm.
Not there, but dang near asexual. And it's like so I just sit back and just say, oh, that looks cool.
That's cool.
Even though I tease him a lot, just so I can see him get flustered.
I mean, look, I'm a sexual being, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like okay, like I can.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, you
I
go
like to say that I'm a classy slut, meaning I'm extremely sexual in nature, but I'm very respectful and about it. And I know boundaries and limits, and you know, I know to ask for consent and all of that stuff. You know, I don't overstep. But when that permission is given and consent is given, I am so sexual. Like it's that's why my scenes in my opinion are so real, like because like I said, I pick my people, but also I'm just a slut, right? And I get turned on by my scene partners, right? I'm not there for, I mean, yeah, I'm there for the money too, but I'm very much like I am there. This is why I choose my people, because
Right.
a lot
You're
of the
there so you can
people,
enjoy
I
that
just like I
moment.
want to have sex with that person, not like in a perverted way, but like I want to do it because this would be a really good scene, and I know we have that good chemistry and whatnot. Like
yeah.
9 times out of 10, I talk to people a good bit before I shoot with them. So yeah,
I
good.
like doing that too. Getting to like actually know them, and because like that way once you get down to it, like first of all it makes it easier to have like a scenario in mind, and I feel like it's also easier to sell the scene. Like you don't have to act out that passion, you can actually show it to them, you know. you get to really just like
Yeah.
kind
Connect.
of let
Oh,
loose, you
sorry.
know, what the more clothes you take off, the more you're able to like just let loose and just fuck.
Yeah. I've actually genuinely ripped someone's clothes off before.
Oh, I love that.
But
I don't know
obviously,
why
we
I love
talked
that so
about it
much.
beforehand. Obviously, we talked about. I'm not just gonna rip someone's clothing and be like, "Ha, look what happened to you!" Like, you better
Mhm.
give me some money for that. No, no, no. We talked about.
Right?
Can I shout out a studio?
Go ahead.
Um, so I'm mentioning them because it goes back into the choosing the partners and having like really good chemistry, and me preferring shooting with women. But I mean, I love shooting with guys too, don't get me wrong, but like 80% of my scenes are girls. um there's a studio called Queer Crush, and basically what
Okay.
it is it's a studio that's made by women for women, and by women it's not necessarily female or trans woman. It's more like feminine identifying individuals. So
Okay.
basically you're just not a man. That's it.
Mhm.
And it you choose your partner. You have to choose your partner. You just say, I want to shoot with this person. And then the director reaches out to that person, is like, hey, do you want to shoot with this person? So basically they're like, it's a studio where they say, you don't need to do these certain positions, you don't need to do this, just have sex, and that's it. And they record it. They're like, we don't need a strict time limit, we don't need this many positions, you don't have to do this, just have real sex and we're going to record it. And that's what I love about that studio so much, because it's unfiltered, like genuine, like gay sex.
Yeah,
And
that's
girl
so
gay,
But
sexy.
see,
it's
I
great.
think I think that makes it a little better because like because I record people, doing the action,
Hmm.
and I know like some people like want to follow that small formula, and it's always okay. We got 3 minutes on this one, 3 minutes on this one, four
Yeah,
minutes
yeah.
on this one. Then like okay, we want to hit like 15 minutes, whatever, and then that last one is going to be the wrap up, and then however you want to end.
Hmm.
So when it's real, it feels better because it
Hmm.
feels like okay, they are actually having sex.
Hmm.
It's not it's
Exactly.
not it's not okay. This is a
It's
marketing
always
tool.
less awkward too. It just feels
Yeah.
more real.
Hmm.
Because sometimes it's awkward on set and sometimes it's not. It just depends. Like sometimes when I shoot with newer, I mean, I'm still new, but I'm talking like brand new
Hmm.
people. Sometimes they get awkward around me. They get shy. They get nervous. They're like, am I doing this right? I feel like even if you're brand new and you shoot with that studio, you're just gonna feel a lot
What
more
year? Where
comfortable.
did you start?
When did I start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Professionally, like 2 Mays ago. But
You
before
said you said 2 days ago or two
two
years ago?
Mays,
Amazing.
like 2 Mays,
Two
like
days.
so.
Okay.
So this May will be 3 years in pro porn. Um,
Okay.
Okay.
and then before that, I did a year of amateur. So I had like the Twitter, the Pornhub, the OnlyFans, and many vits, but that's it. Now I've got, an official site and a PR and, management team and stuff like that. I do most of my stuff. They just kind of help me with like taxes and like the stuff that's way too much to handle for one person, basically.
Okay.
I feel
Um,
you.
once you get to a certain point, I'm not like super duper mainstream, but I still have a truckload of stuff to do. Like I'm
Mm,
popular, but I'm not big, famous, huge name. I'm not Angela White.
yeah,
I would say
I feel
this.
that.
If you have than more than 300 fans, you're doing okay because it
you're,
just
you're
means
doing
then
all right. You're doing okay.
you're doing something because people are watching
Yeah.
you, and they say, okay, I like what this person is doing. Like, oh, oh, oh.
Yes.
Then I go back to
Yeah.
I can
I
work with
feel you.
that.
I feel you.
Exactly. Has he be like, well, okay.
I'm not the kind of person who's like, you have to have this many followers or views or anything like that. I'm very much are you cute and are you settled? basically? Like, do you have everything set up to where as long as I get the paperwork, I can tag you and we're good, you know? If they're not
Yeah.
set up, then I'm like, eh. But if they're set up, I don't care if they've got 2,000 followers and 50,000 views on Pornhub. Like, I'm just like, if you're cute and you shoot good, let's do the porn, you know?
Yeah.
I like the way you just said that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, let's do the porn, you know? Pulls out the Harley Quinn voice.
I feel like it definitely does depend on the person, because
Yeah.
if the vibes are really good, then I will say that.
Uh-huh.
But if I'm barely starting to like get to know them, that I try to just like at least make sure that the numbers reflect,
Mm.
like their engagement has to kind of make sense with their following,
Yeah, of
because
course.
there has been some people out there that I filmed with that ended up like just buying their Twitter page and Instagram page.
Yeah, that
So
sucks.
it wasn't until afterwards that I realized that they didn't have a real engagement.
Yeah, I mean, Twitter engagement's been down a lot lately, but I mean, I built up that Twitter over the course of years, you know.
Exactly.
I
But
I have
still,
like dedicated longtime fans. I had a fan come up to me at XBiz who said they've been a fan of me since before Twitter when I was just on FetLife. I started technically on FetLife with just normal nudes and a few hashtags, right?
mhm,
And then I started Twitter like a year later. I'm just like, holy shit, you saw me early transition. That makes me feel weird, but hell yeah.
right?
Like,
That's
I
pretty awesome. That's a real fan.
yeah,
I'll
that's a
say
real
this. I was like, cause, and it's no secret that I'm a sub,
thing.
and like I was on Fat Life for that reason. It's like, hey, does
You were
anybody?
looking for a dummy, mommy.
I was because like I love getting hit, but I don't like the rest of the stuff. I If that happens, it happens. But it's like beat me.
Dang. Shoot. My bat's in the other room. If it wasn't, I would have been like, oh, you like getting hit? And then
Yeah,
pull out
like there's only
And
like
your cutest Harley Quinn voice too.
yeah.
because it like because I broke my neck. I can't do as much as I used to anymore. But it's like back in the day, it was only like three or four things that I was not into.
Hmm.
Like don't
Mhm.
like I'm not a fan of ball busting.
Yeah, that's
'Cause,
fair.
yeah, like it's like that, and like I'm not into like a lot of people are into like the bleeding one, like the whatever. I'm not into that,
I get woozy. Mm.
and
Yeah.
there's like one or two other things that I've been approached with that I'm not really into. But like if you want to put put clothespins on me and whip them off, please, like it's trying to be a whip.
Uh,
It's at least like 8 whips in this house, and like I don't even know how many paddles.
Thanks,
Like
Sarah.
if you know how to
At least.
paddle right, please.
holy shit. I need to come see your house,
If
man.
you if like I have wax, if you just want to like just throw wax at me, cool. That's
Oh, like
perfect.
easy melt candle wax?
Yeah, like
Mhm.
it's a few different ways. You know how to do it right, please. If you know
Okay.
how, like, if you have
I
one
got
of
some
the,
wax for you.
yes,
Okay.
if you
Okay.
have,
I'm ready
if
for
you
it.
have, if you have the dungeon thing where you can spam people upside down, please,
Please.
and it's
The way
like
you said it too, that please.
Please. I can
because
listen to you talk for
because
hours.
I was okay with it, and like I can't do it like all of it anymore, but I'm still into a lot of that stuff. Like she knows I have a headband thingy that is just a dick on a band, whatever, and I can put it right here on my face, and so it can just walk by, sit down on it, and just walk away.
Mm,
And it's not my member. Like my member doesn't even have to get hard for it. You can just
yeah.
walk by, do whatever, and then just walk away.
Do you ever come to Vegas?
Me,
Yeah.
I only go to
Last
Vegas
time you
when
went was for
when it's
TwitchCon.
beneficial. I
Sorry,
was
what?
I was in Vegas
Last
for
time you went was for TwitchCon. I
I
know
was
him.
supposed to go because I have two friends who are Twitch partners, not affiliates, Twitch partners.
Okay.
And one didn't go, and she was the one who was going to get me into the VIP partner lounge as her plus
Yeah.
one. And I was so sad that she was like, no, I'm just going to move. And she moved right before TwitchCon, and I couldn't go.
Twitch
I was
Dang.
really
TwitchCon. TwitchCon was like it was okay, but everything else was horrible. The parking was horrible because they were getting ready for
yeah.
that race, and I was literally like probably like a 4 minute drive, but like because you couldn't park at the place, it was just horrific because Uber surcharged the mess out of it, and like
Yeah, they do that on purpose.
and like because I had the injury, I can't, I wasn't gonna be walking around like that big old convention center, but they were charging 60 a day for scooters.
Oh, $60.
Yeah, 60 a day
That's
for the
crazy.
for the handicap. So it's like this is ridiculous, you
It
know?
is
You have
ridiculous.
to pay for
And
accessibility.
so like and in San Diego they didn't charge you at all.
San
And
Diego is also the biggest Comic Con.
you know,
You know.
so but that's
That's
where they're
true.
doing the TwitchCon at. Because I've been to TwitchCon for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So so yeah, and like when I was there 2 years ago, they didn't charge us at all. So for the scooter. So it was, easier to use. So I
Yeah.
was just I was it was just so a lot of people didn't like Vegas. But I'm in Vegas like when I'm either paid to be there or I'm there for an event.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I asked is because there's this a few month BDSM event that happens for a night that I was thinking of sending you the info to that my girlfriend is an administrator of. So, it's a trusted thing. Otherwise, I don't think my partner would be working there.
I
I
feel that.
know the last BDSM event that I went to with a friend, and I have a leash, so I gave them
Oh
the
yeah.
and like there's a picture of
Yes.
me like on my knees crawling, and
Oh
the
my
thing
God,
is
I love
like
that.
I'm on gravel, like crawling on gravel, and then
Ow.
they said it didn't hurt. I'm like, no, it was cool. The
No,
gravel,
we're chilling. We're
that's
chilling.
like that was I mean that was it's just gravel.
Mm-mm. Do it. I'm too thin. It's gonna hit bone.
Right? I
But
feel that.
I seen some stuff they did there that's when I first seen because someone had asked me about the blood thing before, and like like been asked but I never did it. It was my first time seeing it in person, and I'm like, yeah, I definitely could not do that.
I'd get sick, especially after what happened with my surgery. I got top surgery. I got my tits done, and I almost died.
Well, I'm glad you're still
Damn.
here.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. You want to hear the story? You want to hear the story? So you're not like,
Yes,
what
please.
happened? Okay,
Yeah, I'm curious.
so I
What?
didn't know that I'm a hemophiliac. You know what that is?
Oh,
So I
yeah.
don't blood clot
Look
easily
like him.
because I've never really gotten that hurt in my life. I've gotten like some scrapes and small cuts and bruises, and I never sprained anything. I never broke anything, you know.
Mhm.
And I got my tits done, right? A whole bunch of money out of pocket, didn't go through insurance because fuck dealing with North Carolina insurance. I'm in Vegas now, about to get new insurance when I turn 26 this year. But so I paid out of pocket. And usually that's one of those things that you tell the surgeon, hey, I have this and these are the meds I'm taking for it. Well, no, because I didn't know. So the surgery went fine, at least that's what it seemed like. And I went home after being in care for a few hours after, they check me out, I go home, whatever. Well,
Mhm.
the first night's fine. And I go to bed and I wake up and it's the next day, it's like early afternoon. And I'm like, wow, I am swollen. I'm in a lot of pain. And, I couldn't tell the difference between super swollen, like hematoma. I had double hematoma
Oh
um,
wow.
pain versus I've been cut open and I've had, bags of silicone put in me, right?
Mhm.
I couldn't tell the difference. And my girlfriend Courtney's like, Autumn, you're like really swollen. Like I swole a little bit, but you're swelling a lot. And I'm like, yeah, I don't feel so good. It's hurting a lot. So, I take the painkillers and it doesn't really help that much. It's supposed to mostly help, because those are
Yeah.
to give you the strong stuff because that's an intense surgery. Um,
Mhm.
it only really helps a little bit. And it's starting to feel worse later, a few hours later. And my girlfriend's seeing them swelling up more. Like I have D cups now. These were
Mhm.
like E cups. They were like, whoop. They were,
Oh wow.
Ooh.
yeah. So that was all blood. And my girlfriend, is talking to the doctor's assistant, and she finally said, hey, can you send us some pictures? So, she has me carefully take the wraps and stuff off, and she sends pictures to the assistant. She's like, oh, you need to go to the hospital now, right? So she like rushes me to the hospital. This is already a few hours later after she's been going back and forth with this person.
Yeah.
Like no time for an ambulance. Like she made it very clear we need to get to the hospital immediately, right? So my girlfriend just puts me in the car and she hella speeds to the hospital. uh,
Yeah.
and we get there and they have to pull me in a wheelchair. Like I'm over here like
Oh,
slumped, like barely able to keep conscious. When I say that my pain was at a 10, like a 10 out of 10, the
oh my
worst
God.
pain by far I've ever been in. I was running a high fever. I was like soaked. I was so hot. I think they said I was at like 104, like, like flu level of fever, fading in
Yeah.
and out of consciousness. It's like my vision was blurry and it was bright and stuff like that. I couldn't sign. I couldn't sign. My girlfriend had to sign for me. We're not married.
Yeah.
She's my partner, and I was fine with it and I consented to it and whatever, like as audibly as I could, anyways. And they take a hot minute to get me back. I don't know why. I'm just over here in the lobby, like, just
Probably all the paperwork.
dying. She has to hold me up carefully. And when I say I was burning up, I was burning up. They finally get me back. They put me in an IV. They give me a fuck ton of morphine. And I feel a little bit better. I've got some fluids in me. I got some more pain meds in me. Like I'm talking like the hospital grade shit, right? Um,
Yeah.
there's one funny thing about this. According to the surgeon, so my surgeon was hot. He's very hot. He's this silver fox tatted, fit individual. And I'm just like, listen, I'm like mostly girl, mostly for women, but ooh. Apparently I was flirting with him and calling him hot and stuff. And I can't remember this. I was, I had all these hospital meds in me and I was like basically dying at that point without knowing.
Yeah.
So he puts me under and he diagnosed, he does the surgery, is able to get them back in properly and fix everything up and super glue me up and whatnot. They use medical grade super glue. He told me
I got you said super
after
glue.
I came to and I was able to like understand people again, he said if you had stayed at your home another day you would have died.
I'm glad
Damn.
you went in
And
there
he said you
because
would have bled out. You would have bled out.
that's
um
scary.
yeah. uh,
Same. Or
but yeah, he diagnosed me with hemophilia and he's like, you need to see a blood doctor, which I still haven't done and I really need to do.
Well, you need to
well, I
get
mean,
on
at least
that.
you haven't gotten another cut.
I got one since then. It was on my leg and I bled for like 30 minutes, but that's simple. It's not like a huge deep tissue cut. It's like a like you accidentally scraped
Exactly.
yourself on something.
Exactly. I feel like if you had gotten a deep tissue cut, then you'd be like, okay, let me go be responsible. Let me go actually get a doctor. But until
Yeah.
then, I think it's fine. Just wait till that new insurance kicks in.
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for because I want to get the in-state insurance, especially with Nevada. that Nevada now has a law where you have to cover gender affirming surgery. So I'm just kind of waiting so I don't have to like have my current North Carolina insurance under my dad, because it's free, you keep it until you're 26 and then switch a few months later. It's just too much effort.
Exactly.
So might as well wait.
That's
how Autumn almost
story.
died getting her nice titties done.
Right?
There's one thing that came from it though. He said that you swole so much that you will actually heal faster. Not like heal, but like it'll drop faster. So it was like it stretched your skin a little bit. So yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, that's good at least,
Yo, I almost died for these titties.
I was about to say, I mean, there had to be at least one plus out of it.
When someone says to me those tits are to die for, and I'm just like,
yeah, they are.
Yes.
That's exactly it.
Well, I'm glad you're still here because you
Thank you.
seem like a fun person.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Like what we'll be like without Miss Autumn Rain. It's all the joy right now.
And all the filth.
If I did a scene where I was a hot girl plumber, I'd be Autumn Drains.
That's a good one. And I actually have a handyman outfit. Too bad it's my size, but
yeah, I'm tall. I'm 6'1".
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was that little short, I was a little short person running around with press. Yeah. Everybody's taller than me. So I'm always have to angle up.
I'm 5'1", so I'm shorter than
my girlfriend's size.
Yeah.
You're fun size.
I'm 5. I was 5'7". Yeah. Then I had neck surgery. Now I'm 5'6".
Oh, how'd that go?
Oh, I died twice.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Oh
yeah, no. He broke his neck, so he had to have surgery. And
I kind of broke my neck.
I'm glad you're still here. Did you see anything in the beyond?
You know what? Everybody asked me that. No, I didn't see anything. And the only thing I remember is like when I woke up, like they had me like cuffed to the darn bed.
Oh.
And I'm like, well, strapped to the bed. And I'm like, why am I strapped to the bed? And like my mom
probably didn't want you to move.
What happened was when I came back that first time, they said I was still in under or whatever, but I was swinging at people.
Oh.
Yeah, so I woke up like after they brought me back, I just started swinging like in my sleep. Wow. And they cuffed me down. And the nurse, I asked, "Can I get uncuffed?" And she said, "You're not gonna hit nobody, are you?" I'm like, "Oh no, I'm a pacifist." Like
apparently not.
Like I don't know what's going on. And she said, "Well, let me ask the doctor. Can we unstrap you?" I'm like, wow. And then they came in and they told me like, "Yeah, this is what happened." And then I realized I couldn't move my right side for a bit. I'm like, "Oh my God, I can't even move my right side." Mama, can you feed me? And then that's when my mama realized I'm bougie. Because because I like apples, but like I told her to peel my apples, and she was like, she said, "I don't want to peel." Like, please,
just eat it.
I don't like the skin. And you peel that apple for me.
It is bougie.
Funny.
She did it because and then she had to feed me because I couldn't use this side yet. I could move it now, but it was like 2 years before I could really use it like I would really want to. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, kind of. I just died a little bit. That's twice.
Just died a little bit inside.
Just a little. Like I died inside because I can't get hit like I used to anymore.
Why are you trying to get hit? Oh, like BDSM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
like I used to like getting slapped, slapped around. I can't do that as much as I used to anymore because
Oh,
it's
dang.
bad for my neck. It's like, oh, we can't, we can't. It just strikes to the head or to the butt, like be weird. But I can do everything else still.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're still here too.
Oh God, yeah. We just over here experiencing life-threatening things.
No, I haven't gone through anything like too
Well,
crazy like that.
we don't want you to.
I mean, besides the time that I almost drowned, but I don't feel like that counts.
I did
Oh
that too.
Lord.
I did that too.
Like it was just like a current, you know, how like the ones that just like pull you down. It was just one of those. Like I'm from Texas, so that's what happens when you go out there in the Gulf of Mexico. There's
Mm.
just currents everywhere. So it's kind of like a normal thing, you know. But I didn't panic and I was on a paddleboard, so it's not like anything too dire. I
Yeah.
knew I wasn't gonna die, so it's like that's probably the most insane thing I've gone through.
Mm.
Good question. You were talking about cosplay earlier, and you had the Harley Quinn right there. What other ones do you really like?
Do I really like? I want to cosplay Zero Suit Samus from Metroid. Um, but the thing is tucking. Like if I want to go out in public, I have to tuck because not everyone's trans friendly and people are gonna look at me like I'm crazy or something. But I've cosplayed, Velma, I've cosplayed like Spider Woman. I'm working on a cosplay.
Which Spider Woman?
Oh, just the normal like Peter Parker, like
Oh,
red and blue Spider Girl.
Yeah.
I don't want to do Gwen Stacy because I've got a thing where it's like if the character is below 18, I don't want to cosplay them. I know there's different like versions of Gwen
mhm.
Stacy, but the one that like everyone's cosplaying, the one from the Spider-Verse into the
Yeah.
Spider-Verse, like the super popular one, I'm like she's a teenager. I don't that just feels weird.
Mhm.
I know it's cosplaying and people have their like own their fan fictions, but it's
I
it's weird.
It's
understand.
so awkward.
It's not
Those
a
I
it's
was
not a
more
hard
so
hard limit. It
thinking.
depends on the character, but like 9.5 times out of 10, I'm like, listen, like it's just yeah. But Spider Woman's like in her 20s, so
I was trying to
Yeah.
think of a specific character, and I can't think of her name right now. Um, uh, I'm sorry, it's gonna bother me. Jessica Drew.
Jessica Drew, who's that?
Jessica Drew. That's Spider Woman.
Oh yeah, I'm so
That's
bad
her.
at names.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I've had
basically,
names too.
she's one that has a red costume and the yellow right here, and she actually has the webbed arms.
Oh, I was just talking about from the original comics.
Oh, look, it's a comic. It's a
Hmm?
You can't see my thing, but it's a comic character.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll send it to you and you'll look at it. You can see it later. But it's a
Might need a
comic.
refresher. I might be thinking of a different version. There's so many different Spider-Men and
She's
Spider-Women that I
from
get confused at this point.
Earth
Yeah.
616.
Mm.
I think she was actually one of the first.
Oh, okay.
She was the original one from 1977. She was the
I'd have to see
original.
a picture. I'd have to see a picture.
Yeah. So
You said
But
616 had me thinking Lilo and Stitch because
Lilo
626.
and Stitch. Oh, such a good movie.
That's my
that
favorite
she's
one.
a big Lilo and Stitch fanatic.
Cute.
Like I think she has
Oh,
one
no,
right
thanks,
there.
sir.
Like I have
That is a Stitch. Let me see.
I don't have my glasses on.
oh well,
But it's a Stitch.
That's so cute.
It's a Stitch with a guitar.
I love it. Is that a ukulele or a guitar?
Yes,
it's a
it's a
ukulele.
ukulele,
Oh,
technically.
okay.
Yeah, my house has become like so stitched. It's crazy now.
Yeah.
This is your house. Your house is Stitch and BDSM.
Stitched. Yep.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
BDSM, sex toys, and Stitch.
He got me some Stitch sheets for when I stay over.
Yeah. So basically they're always over here. So I'm like, and I was at this place, I'm like, oh, they got some stitch, they're selling some stitch sheets. I'm gonna put this on the bed because I know Sarah's
Yeah.
coming to town to stay in there and just not say nothing.
No.
And then she comes out the room smiling, hugging one of the pillows.
Oh, I love that. That's so cute.
It just sits.
I'm just gonna meet up with this girl. We're gonna shoot a scene. I'm just gonna be like, oh hey, by the way, I got you something. There's gonna be like a little Stitch plushie.
That'd be so cute.
And you'll see that smile like rest of the night, like I got a stitch.
I'm definitely trying to collect some more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the pink girl Stitch? I don't remember their name.
I forgot her name too, but she's so cute. She's adorable.
Adorable.
I want to get one of those onesies because I have the Stitch onesie, but I want the pink one too.
Oh, okay.
Because I know like another one of my friends is really into Stitch also, and they just be over here just talking Stitch.
For real. He has so many Stitch plushies.
Her name is Angel.
Oh, Angel, there you go. But still, he has so many plushies, like it puts my collection to shame.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah.
And those people who I'm around.
I've got a general plushie collection. I've got a whole bunch of different things. Like I've got a seal, I've got alpacas, I've got Pokemon, just different things.
I love
that. I'm
that.
gonna tell you something that's gonna hurt your heart. I have never in my life seen an episode of Pokemon. I know characters. I know Ash Ketchum. I know the people that's in Smash Bros. And I know they're pocket monsters.
Do you know at least do you know Brock, the original OG guy, companion to Ash?
Is that the one that like in the anime his eyes are closed and he's like
yeah.
I know that. But it's because
I have the original VHS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had the original ones.
I had the original VHS to the first Pokemon movie, the Mewtwo one.
Oh, I love
that. And the second one with Entei. And then I had a few VHS tapes of so the VHS tapes would do 3 episodes at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a few of those. Then I had a little Game Boy Advanced. Then my brother had the flip Game Boy. And then my oldest sister had a Game Boy Color. So I'm the second youngest of 5, right? So it goes 17, and then I'm 25, and then it goes 29, 31, 33.
Okay.
My oldest sibling is 33. That's huge difference between oldest and youngest. My mom was like, oh, wait a couple years. There's another one. Oh, wait a few years. Oh, there's another one. Oh, wait a few years. There's another one. Oh, wait, 9 years. There's another one. My mom's.
That's where I'm at.
That's how my mom was too.
I'm 9 years younger than my older sister.
Yeah. So we've all been nerds and geeks growing up, exposed to we were really poor, don't get me wrong, but we did a lot of hand-me-down stuff, I got my older brother's thing, and then he got, the oldest sister's thing,
Mm-hmm. So my favorite Pokemon VHS was as far as the 3 episodes go, was the one with Ponyta / Rapidash and then Kangaskhan.
Oh yeah?
And I forgot what the third one was, but that was my favorite one. I had that one on repeat, I would just kind of watch it, rewind it, watch it again. But
I will say I do sing this song at karaoke.
What, the Pokemon rap?
No, I wanna be the very best.
Oh yeah.
No,
that intro was one of the greatest cartoon / anime intros of all time.
I know the song, but I've never seen an episode.
That hurts me.
I
It's
know. Maybe I have to strap him down and make him
Strap
watch
him down,
Pokemon.
strap his arms down, say, don't worry, you're not gonna die this time. We're just making you watch Pokemon.
no,
Exactly.
it's
And I'm not
it's
gonna
a
flog you, and like you're not gonna get your reward until after you watch the episodes.
You have to watch the first season of the first series of Pokemon.
but
Mhm.
I got some new
And
floggers.
then I'll reward you with a little punishment.
I have some new floggers since you've been here last.
And
I
then
have,
you
Ooh, you got another one?
I have two new floggers and two new whips
okay.
since she was here last. I have a problem. But
Definitely, you know I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna put them to work.
I mean, I haven't gotten. Yeah, that's a completely different story. I do want to say this, because just in case y'all didn't know this, this person did win. Oh, that was last year. You won best new. 'Cause I'm just not going back to the notes because I do want to hit on
You want to hit
your.
some of the porn
I
stuff.
do want to hit some of the porn stuff before we end. She did
Yeah.
win a best new star last year
For Flashbot,
from
yeah.
Fleshbot. You know, she's
Ooh, congrats.
been nominated for like most other stuff like best
Uh oh, do you need me to pull up the list or do
oh
you
no, I was just saying I was just gonna say a few like best content creator, best personality, and I can see why. I
stop?
can see why.
Chill.
I can
We
see
can
why.
see why. That
I
one
can
for
see why.
sure.
It shows. It illuminates. You know, it
Mhm.
illuminates for
I
a
get
reason.
flustered so easily. I swear, I don't know how such a socially awkward, shy person who's mostly a homebody became a porn star. Because I'm just over here, like when I'm not filming, I'm just over here, like playing my games, talking with my D&D nerds, doing cosplay stuff. When I get complimented by people, I'm just like, oh, thanks.
It's funny because I feel like a lot of porn stars are that way. Like a lot
Really?
of us were like either the shy kid or like the nerd in school, the band geek,
Yeah,
like
then we got some of the
the
people who think
misfit
they're
in
all
some
that, but they're
way.
not. But.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people like when they have to be outside in the world
Mhm.
for these events, they can turn it on. Then as soon as they walk through their front door,
Yeah, no, the public facade is quite a bit different because we're a fantasy to a lot of people and
Mhm.
like sure, I mean I can definitely put on the face, but if I'm trying to be real with someone, they're gonna see my geeky shy side, and I'm that way in
Exactly.
person. When people came up to my booth and like the person who said I'd been a fan of you since the Fet Life days, I'm just over here all geeking out like, oh, that means so much. Wow, you've known me for years. Oh my gosh, I get so excited
Mhm.
and giddy and happy and stuff like that. You know,
I
it
definitely
always means a
understand
lot to
that one.
me.
and that's why I said because I remember meeting you at X3, you know, and like I mean because I was walking around taking everybody's picture at the
Mhm.
event, so I do remember your energy. Like
Yeah.
you had good energy when I was walking around. Because even though I was like some random person walking around, like yeah, I'm doing press for X3.
Yeah, I'm doing
I'm taking
press.
pictures.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I take your picture for
Yeah. I was
media?
just like, oh yeah, that sounds great.
You're like, yeah, sure, yeah, let's
I
go.
I didn't charge for selfies. I charged only for signed printed because those printed pictures were like almost $2 each. I'm telling you. But
Oh
like,
yeah.
but I didn't charge for selfies.
But no, this no, I was working, so I was just like,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
feel like it depends. Depends. I like. I don't know. Not to be a dick, but it depends on how they act.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
this,
fair. I did give a couple people free pictures.
Yeah.
I gave the people who knew who I was, like who were like really happy to see me free pictures. Now
Mm-hmm.
the people who are like generic, like, oh yeah, I've seen your stuff, or new people I charged for, but there are some people who are like, oh my god, I love your content. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh,
Real.
I'm just gonna give this to you.
Because that you want
it
to
makes you
share
feel
with them,
good.
you
Yeah.
know?
Because it's like you meet somebody and it's like, oh, you take the time to, you know, buy my content. You watch
Content,
me and
you
you
want
and you
some.
you lost some kids to me.
Thank you so much. You're so beautiful. It means so much to me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Because I definitely feel like, because some of them just don't know how to act with us, you
No,
know? Some
I
of
had,
them
I
come
had to get
off
someone
a
kicked
little
out of
rude right
AVN.
away, where I'm like,
Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah, no, I had
Yeah.
to have someone get kicked out of AVN, unfortunately. Um, Yeah, so AVN, there was this guy who was being extremely perverted. He walked around my stand about a good 7, 8 times before he came up to me. And not like I'm walking around, seeing the place. Oh, I'm passing by your place again because I'm doing a loop. No, it's like a walk, walk, walk. And I'm just like, what's this guy doing? Right? Just keeps like looking at me from the corner, like really eyeballing me in like a funny, like
Yeah.
stalkery, like, what's this guy doing kind of way, right? And he finally
yeah.
comes up to me and he's like, so I didn't know there were trans porn stars here. And I was like, oh God, what is this guy gonna say? Right. And he's like, yeah, that's like really hot. Like makes me want to grope some of you guys, stuff like that. And he was like, I was thinking about doing it to one of those girls over there. I'm like, you can't be saying that, dude. I didn't say it like that. And I was like, I told him, I was like, I recommend you don't do that, without being like confrontational or whatever, because, I'm the public figure right there and I'm trying to be professional, especially when there's other
Yeah.
content creators and fans around. So, he walks away finally. And then I call a security guy over and I told him that. So, like 5 minutes later, I'm approached by like the security, manager or whatever his name is, like the supervisor or something. And then I talk to him and then he walks away. And then like AVN, like administration comes over and they're like, well, what do you want to do? Do you want us to ask him to leave? And I was like, I would probably not. If it were just me, I wouldn't care as much, but he was talking about touching other girls. So I was like, I probably do it for the safety of others, get him removed. And they did, they got him eventually.
I actually seen somebody get groped at
Yeah.
someone get grabbed at X3 and like they gave the person a warning, but I'm
A
like
warning?
that person needs to get kicked out because
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna say the performer's name 'cause I don't know if they want it out there, but like and like cause she yelled like this person yelled at the person who did it because
Yeah.
like me and this person were having a conversation and he went by and he like got a good handful
Ooh.
and like
Yeah.
yeah and it's like come on now dude.
I had a few people like brush up on me when we took the pictures, but I didn't have someone just straight up like whoop, you know.
Cause like
Yeah.
I feel that there's a big and I don't know you say brush up. I feel there's a big difference between like not knowing what's acceptable
Yeah.
and intentionally grabbing you because some
Yeah.
like because some models don't mind if someone put their hand like on the side of someone's buttocks, whatever. But some
But
people don't even ask and they just try to grab it.
yeah, that I don't like. I'm fine with like the general, like casual, like, hey, we're posing for a picture and you like gently
On the
grab my
whisk.
side, whatever. But if you're like under grabbing my butt and like rubbing me, I'm like, listen,
Yeah,
you
that's too
need to
much.
chill
Yeah.
out, my guy.
What's like
Exactly.
you said you said one key word earlier that everybody needs to know like about, and that word is consent.
Consent, yeah. Extremely
Mm-hmm.
important.
Cause like, cause like even like, cause I do photography, of course, and like when like if I was taking a picture of Sarah, or whatever, I can say, "May I move your like even if I'm just moving hair, can I move your hair, touch your
Yeah, that's
person?"
important.
And it's like, and, yeah, and like I usually get a yes, whatever, but it's like before I even touch anybody's body, especially if they are in any mode of undress. It's kind of like
So
I'm
sometimes
doing
people
this.
don't know how to like properly tell you to move, and sometimes they'll ask. As long as they can, if they ask, they can like help pose me. I don't care if they just do it, like go out of the way and just like whoop. I'm like, hey, what you doing there,
No,
compadre?
Yeah.
because sometimes like I've said some, can you move like this, and they don't
Yeah,
understand what
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
whatever, and that's when I go and say, is it okay? Like, and now and then
That,
every time afterwards, I still ask. I
yeah,
don't
that
get,
for me is totally
I don't
fine.
get it the first time, and then it's like, okay, now I have free reign to just touch it, touch this person over and over again. You know, you know. But I do. Since we are like running out of time, um, you have anything do you have anything coming out that we should look forward to, or
I just shot with Vince Triple X, if you know who that is.
no idea?
I not
Vince
sure who
Vince
that
Triple
is.
X is like a really big amateur male talent, meaning he doesn't really shoot with studios, but he's an extremely popular amateur male talent. And by
Okay.
amateur, I mean doesn't do professional porn. He's got like 300,000 followers and way more views than I do, and he's like top 10 of like many vids guys, and a big
Mhm.
performer. Don't get me wrong. I was excited to shoot with him. It took like 2 weeks to get something in because he was visiting from, I can't remember, is that Denver or something? I can't remember, but he was visiting LA and Vegas. And the thing is, at the time he was visiting, I got sick from AVN. And then an unfortunate thing with one of my friends happened that I would like to not talk about. And I was put in emotional distress for quite a while. And then, like 2 days before he went back home, I was like, he was like, okay, well, what about this time? And I was like, I can do that. Finally, our schedules lined up, right? And I was
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be releasing that video to mini-vids soon. Mini-vids, my mini-vids is TS Autumn Rain. That's coming out. I just shot 2 more Groovy scenes. I was an
Ooh.
extra for a Trans Angel scene recently. And expect me in the next several months to be shooting for kink.com.
That's so
I don't know
fun.
when, but I got in contact with one of their talent managers. So
I
so
was
just keep your
Okay.
eyes peeled.
what's
I'll
what's
update on
Thank
like Twitter
you.
and
what's
stuff.
hilarious is I was talking to her like when we were like waiting earlier. I was telling her like you know how some websites allow you to download a scene you like whatever. Like when I was on Kink, I had my Kink subscription. Like I downloaded a few of the ones from their website,
Oh yeah.
and like I have a folder, and I'm like, it is sad that 8 of these 24 scenes are all from Kink.
That's not sad. That means you like
No,
stuff.
it just means that like these were my favorite ones, and
Mhm.
they're all solos, but it's just like all from King.com. I
Yeah.
have a I have a preference.
But still pay for your porn.
Pay
Yeah, I
for
mean,
your
yeah, it was paid for. Yeah, it was obtained legally.
people should do that. There's too much stolen content. I don't think people realize. I bought a DMCA subscription to DMCA people who have uploaded my porn, my paid porn without my permission. My public stuff, I don't care that much as long as they give me credit. Because in my opinion, that's like it's already out there. That's just more views. But if you're putting my premium stuff out there, the stuff that I paid a lot of money to get done, you know,
Hmm.
that's not cool, right? People don't realize it. Porn is like a lot of work. You got to pay the IRS for it. You have to consider that our banking is harder. It's harder to get a place to live. You know, people do background checks on you. Sometimes people won't hire you if you have done porn, and the
Yep.
thing is we got to pay for makeup, the producer, unless a studio is covering it, but that doesn't always happen now, especially with OnlyFans. They expect you to pay for stuff now more because you have these fan sites. Not everyone makes a lot of money off of fan sites. Not everyone can make a living off of it. So we're dumping all this cash into it, and people are still stealing our stuff and making money off of the stuff we worked hard and paid for and all this stuff. But when I bought the DMCA program to DMCA people from my stolen content, it said I've lost about $50,000 in revenue from stolen content. Not 5,000, $50,000. If I had 50,000 extra dollars right now, I would be so much more comfortable. Like I'm not uncomfortable. Like I get the bills paid and stuff, but like I would like a new car that's not a beat up Toyota. I drive a Toyota that has a beaten bumper in the front because I accidentally hit a deer. unfortunately. The deer is
Oh,
fine. I was driving about 30, so the deer is fine.
yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I could pay for a car, but it just
Try to get
I
take
need
care
that
of.
buffer money in my savings account. I'm not just going to drop a bunch of my savings like that. So I try to
Mhm.
be very humble about my spending because the amount of money that you get paid in porn is very unpredictable. You can make, I'm just throwing out random numbers out there. Let's say someone made $20,000 this month, they could make $9,000 the next month. And depending on what they're paying, that's $20,000 is a lot of money, but you don't know what they're paying in bills. They be paying car, home bills, phone, food, makeup, advertising for their, media. So
And even my
all this
hair
came from you
percentages.
saying, pay for your porn. If that is one thing I need to say is like, go watch their free stuff, sure. But if you like them, pay for their OnlyFans, pay for their mini vids, buy their premium videos. It helps out so much more than
Yeah,
anything because this is real work.
I've corrected a few people, because they said to me before, like, why pay for porn when you got all this free porn on the internet? I'm like, it's not free, it's stolen.
Yeah.
It
Hey,
is
some of it's
stolen
Mhm.
free.
porn.
Yeah. Some of it's free,
Exactly.
but it just doesn't work
It's
like that
stolen.
anymore.
So, and I hate the things that said because I know like back in back back in the day when I started around this porn industry, back in those days, it was harder to find some of the porn that is now everywhere and
Yeah.
it's stolen. It was more
Hmm.
so, yeah, because I started doing this, being around this industry in '08. So I've been
Yeah.
around
Okay.
it for a long, long time.
Hmm.
And of
You've
course,
seen it change so much.
I seen everything change from things I can't say on this podcast
Yeah.
and things that like is more evident now. But I've seen a lot in 16. Well, the August will be 16 years
Crazy.
around this
Wow.
industry. To yeah,
Yep. It's been a while.
So much has changed even in the time I've been in it, and I'm still considered new.
yeah.
Hmm.
So much changes, and we are at risk now more than ever with America just being like, hey, we're going to try to make this illegal.
Yeah, for real.
I don't
Because
think it's going to happen, but I think people aren't preparing enough to if it does happen.
Okay, I want to say this. I saw the law, and the thing is this. I read it, and like I feel that it won't pass. But if it does, that eliminates, of course, porn, but that also eliminates anybody filming their own home videos. Then
Hmm.
that also eliminates like people sending, sex text messages, whatever. But then it
Yeah.
also, and like they're getting rid of so much other stuff that objectifies people, whatever. They dang near gonna make it illegal to do anything sexual in general. And it's like, is your
We're not
sex
trying
life
to go back in time,
is your
people.
sex life that
exactly.
your sex life that bad that you need to make it horrible for everybody else?
People try to
Mhm.
make it about religion and kids, and it's not about religion and kids, it's about control.
But the thing is this, like,
Yeah. They
didn't
just mask it.
the thing is this, it's like this country itself. I don't want to get on this religion, but like
Yeah, no, we don't want to get too much into
it
politics.
wasn't
That's how you get
it wasn't
controversy and people clicking off.
it wasn't founded on exact belief system, So because everybody had different viewpoints, but the thing is, they're trying to make it about that viewpoint, and it's not fair to people who like want to have fun because the same people that are putting these things in play are doing the exact same thing
Yeah.
in their personal life.
Hmm.
So I don't know,
Yep.
like that's a whole nother conversation that shouldn't be, put out there because people, have issues. But but before we leave, I'm gonna ask you two questions. The
Okay.
first question is this: so who are your top three people that you haven't worked with
That I haven't worked with?
or people you have worked with, you haven't worked with
Oh,
that
oh.
either you
Oh.
want to work with? You say, oh, I really, 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 really want to high five this person a few times, you know?
I want to work with Daisy Taylor. Daisy Taylor was one of my inspirations for getting into porn. Like one of my like one of the people I watched before I got into it, Daisy Taylor is one of the like most well-known trans talent like in porn. She hasn't filmed near as much as she used to. But you know, like 5-6 years ago, she was like one of the top girls, like top 5, you know, biggest trans porn stars at the time. You know, I know this one's a little stereotypical, but probably Angela White. You know, everyone, so many people say Angela White, but the thing is I have a type. Okay, my type for women is just women, right? But I really have a thing for MILFs. Okay. I like
Okay.
MILFs, and her accent gets me, okay? It's the accent, it's the milfiness, it's the big titties. I'm just like, right?
The mommy
Right?
milkers.
Yeah, the mommy milkers, the bazongas, the Huma Balancas, you know.
Oh my god. That makes
um
sense.
I feel like I have to put a guy in there. I have to put a guy in there.
You can put whoever you want to. This is your list. You
Yeah,
can't
I know,
say.
I know, I know, but I'm thinking. I shot with the guy I wanted to shoot with the most. It was Pierce
Oh,
Paris. I shot with him like 6 times, five times. That was great.
say.
I love Pierce. I love Pierce so much. Let's see.
I mean, there might not be one. We've had people on here that has just said like only like not the opposite. You know, just like yeah, this is what I like. This is what I look forward to. You know,
Yeah.
this is your list. Don't let anybody influence your list. It's your list.
Yeah.
It's like if I bring you five cookies and like there's 10 of each cookie and your favorite cookie is my favorite cookie, Snickerdoodles, and you want 3 Snickerdoodles, take 3 Snickerdoodles. You don't gotta worry about oatmeal raisin, sugar cookie, oatmeal cookie,
I like all of them.
raspberry cookie,
Raspberry cookie, the
just
Sprite
I just
cranberry.
I just broke my keychain. Or I
Of
can't think.
course, now he's just gonna be thinking about snickerdoodles, I'm sure. He's
He's
gonna go
gonna get off of this. He's gonna be like, I want some insomnia cookies. I want to get some
I'm always thinking about
Snickerdoodle.
snickerdoodle. I have snickerdoodle mix in my kitchen right now, and I have the stuff to make it from scratch. I just don't have eggs, so that's why like I can go
Oh,
get some. I can go get some eggs, and I can make some snickerdoodles tonight.
yeah.
So it's no
But
thing. I
will
used to.
you is the question. Or will
Um.
you just order snickerdoodles?
Um. I it depends because like no, the last time I ordered them, they were too rich,
Yeah.
and now I'm not trying to get diabetes. So
The third person is kind of tough. I'm thinking maybe Natalie Mars. I'm not sure.
okay.
Okay.
Um, that's a toughie. The thing is I know so many people who know Natalie. Like I know like 2 of her exes. I know some of her besties, right? And I'm just like, I still haven't met her, but I know like half of her friends.
Oh my god.
You know, which is valid. I mean, she doesn't really shoot as much anymore. She just recently shot for legal porno, but you know, she's got reasons for not shooting all that much anymore because of like her online stalker, but that's like a whole other conversation that would take like 30 minutes to talk about. But probably so Daisy Taylor, Natalie Mars, and Angela White, which
Okay.
you know, like I said, the stereotype of, you know, she's one of the biggest female porn stars in the world, but it's the milfiness and the accent that do it for me.
Mhm.
Like,
I mean, those are some good names though.
yeah.
everybody has their preference, so it don't matter how big or small
The,
someone
the
is. It's
thing
like,
is with Daisy is she knows who I am and we have the same PR. I just didn't get her fucking phone number because I was too shy. I was too shy.
I mean, send her a tweet.
Yeah, well, what I'll do is I'll just say hi to her at the Trans Erotica Awards.
it's like to the DMs,
Do that too.
and just send a picture like this.
Like,
Hey.
my lips are so dry. I got to put on some chapstick after this.
Goodness,
But
I feel you.
the question is, where can anybody find you? Like, what are your social medias and things like
You
that?
can Google me. TS Autumn Rain. Pornhub is just Autumn Rain. My Twitter is AWWTUMDA bottom autumn to bottom. That's the same as my OnlyFans too. So
Okay.
if you also just want to look up Autumn Rain, all my links on Google, you'll find a list of like 15, 16 links of like my main stuff, like my Reddit, my Twitter, my Instagram, my mini-vids, Pornhub, blah, 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 all that stuff.
Okay.
So everybody out there, make sure you go out there and check out everything.
Every single thing.
Every single thing, and pay
Holds
for it.
up a water gun.
And
Everything, or you get
pay
to
for
squirt.
it. Exactly.
Oh.
She will squirt you with a big old water gun with the gun in her right hand, and then she will shoot you with a Nerf gun with the gun in
Yeah,
her left
Nerf
hand.
gun and the water gun.
That's right.
So Sarah, real quick, where can you find you really quick?
You guys can find me on iamsarahLace.com. That is all my links. Everything is on there.
I'll tag y'all after this.
Yeah. I'll just get it.
And you can find me. I'm Rawstar, RAWSCARR on Twitter and on Instagram. And we are the Bourbon Misfits on Instagram, Bourbon Misfits on Facebook and on Twitter. Bourbonmisfits.com that says everything that we do. The site is currently being updated. It should be updated by the time you hear this. And with that says everything to do with the merch store and everything else. Again, Miss Autumn, you are fantastic. You are a joy.
Thank you so
tremendous,
much.
tremendous person. And yeah, everybody, please go out and check it out. We will catch you all next week.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye, babe.